Okay guys, this will be the last video that I'm making for you today. So my capstone kids, this is your last video ever. Try to hold back the tears. It will be okay, I promise you. I'll leave these videos up on YouTube forever and ever. So when I am long gone, hundreds of years from now, students can benefit from them. I can't even pretend that you guys are gonna watch these. Okay, let's do this one. This is like the last two problems on your review sheet where you're expanding a binomial using the binomial theorem. Um, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It just cracks me up. Okay, so you know me, you know my framework, you know how I like to do this. So we have an exponent of 4, which means I'm going to need 5 terms. I'm going to need 5 terms. So when I do this, and I'm going to try to fit this all on one line, so if I start writing small, I apologize. You're going to need your big, your 4 choose a number parentheses, and then you're going to need 2x, and we have to put the 2x in parentheses because there's a 2 in front of our x. Anytime there's an actual number other than 1 in front of our x, please remember to put it in parentheses because you have to apply the exponent to both the number and the x. Okay, so the number and the variable. Oh, you know what? We only gave you positive, so let's just worry about positive. Sorry about that. I meant to change that beforehand. So let's just worry about the positive. It's just you have to watch your signs when you're doing the negative, but we didn't bother with that this year, so don't worry about it. So then you got a 2 here. Plus, okay, you need another set of these wonderful parentheses. You need your 2x times your 2. Oh no, I'm not going to make it. 2x. I'm trying to make sure I make it on one line. I don't think I'm going to do it. Let's start making things smaller. Okay. Okay, made it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you've got that. And then, of course, you do your exponents. And you start at the left, you count down, you go to the right, you count back up. So 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And then you go back to the left. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And then, of course, you just double check all of my red exponents. When I pair them together, I add them up. 4 plus 0 is 4. 3 plus 1, 2 plus 2, 1 plus 3, 0 plus 4. We're set. We're golden. So then 4 is 0. And then remember, guys, if you are ever in doubt as to what you have to do as far as which number goes first, on top 4 and then a 0, all you have to do is look at that set of exponents. That will lead you to your starting point. Okay? And then from there, the 4 never changes, but you start counting up. So 4 choose 2, 4 choose 3, and 4 choose 4. Okay? Hopefully, you were given some instructions, let's put them in orange, where you could go into your y equals, right? Your second, up underneath the actual viewing window, your y equals. When you do that, you would enter 4NCRX in the first equation line. So you would type in the 4, you would hit math, you'd arrow over to the PRB screen. I think it's number 3. I'm holding my calculator. I don't know why I can't just check for you. Oh my gosh, it is number 3. So then when you hit that number 3, it'll take you back to your y equals screen, and you just type your variable in there. A couple of things. Make sure that you do second window, thank you. Your table start should be 0, and your change in table should be 1. If you don't do that, then it kind of screws you up. But once you have that set, you can go second graph. And if you look, you've got values in your Y1 column, 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. So basically that means our calculator helped us out to figure out what each of these is. So 4 choose 0 would be a 1. 4 choose 1 would be a 4. Then we have a 6, a 4, and a 1. So from here on out, all we have to do is kind of simplify this, but this is where it can get kind of dicey. So I've got my first term, and remember each of these in between our actual plus signs right here, each of them is a term. So when I do this, I'm going to have a 1 times. Please be careful. I told you to put the 2x in parentheses because it's going to be 2 to the 4th, x to the 4th. 2 to the fourth is 16 x to the fourth times, then we have this 2 to the 0 that's sitting right there, anything to the 0 power is a 1, plus, then we're going to do a 4 times 8x cubed times a 2, right? 2 cubed x cubed, 2 to the first. Then we're going to do a 6 times our 2x quantity squared will be 2 squared x squared, so it's 4x squared times a 2 squared is a 4, plus, okay, in case you're like kind of wondering where I'm at this one right here, okay? So 4 times a 2x times an 8, 2 to the third is 8, plus a 1 times 2x raised to the 0 power is a 1, and 2 to the fourth is a 16. Okay, so I have my 5 terms, and I have my 5 monomials basically, and you've got 3 things in each of them, but you're multiplying them, so you don't have to worry. So it is 1 times 16 times 1. You just multiply your numbers. So I get 16x to the fourth plus 4 times 8 times 2. Oops. It's Saturday and I don't want to think. So that is 64x to the third, if you were wondering what that pause was. And then you have a 6 times a 4 times a 4, and you get a 96x squared plus 4 times 2 times 8, and you get a 64x plus 16. Okay, so there's your answer for that binomial expansion.